Hello and welcome. I've created this tap-in meditation in response to the IPCC report that came out earlier this week, but it can be used anytime. And I just want to thank the people who have got in touch with me via Instagram and LinkedIn to share some of those feelings. Firstly, I just want you to take a couple of deep breaths. If you've got headphones or you can put this on loudspeaker, we are going to be using EFT tapping, and we're going to just start with tapping on the side of your hand with your fingertips if possible, rather than your pads of your fingers if you don't have long fingernails. And we'll start tapping on the side of your hand of what is known as the karate chop point. Now we will going to be tapping on certain parts of the body as we do this. So you can either go and hop onto YouTube and find my YouTube video, or I'm also going to be talking you through them. So don't worry, there's no need to be perfect. So firstly, take a couple of deep breaths as you're tapping on the side of your hand. And I just want you to note, where does this show up in your body? It may show up in your stomach. It may show up in your head. It may show up in an overwhelming desire to want to go to sleep. But just note that and then rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst. Now, before we start, I'm not promising that we're going to solve the world's problems. But if we can feel better, then that is a good place to start. So as we go around the points, I either want you to say out loud or in your head and repeat after me. Now take responsibility for your own well-being, because it may bring stuff up for you. So if that's the case, keep tapping and get in touch. You also might notice that some of the words don't necessarily resonate with you, so swap those. Tapping on the side of your hand and repeating after me. Even though I feel all of this guilt, I choose to accept and forgive myself anyway. Even though I feel all of this sadness, I acknowledge and accept how I feel. Even though I feel all of this despair, I accept this is how I feel right now. Even though I feel all of this urgency, I choose to relax in this moment. Even though I'm wondering, what is the point? I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel this dark feeling in the pit of my stomach, or swap that for where you're feeling it. So even though, and repeat where you're feeling it, even though I'm open to finding a way to shift how I feel in this moment. Now we're going to start moving around the tapping points of the body. So we move to the crown of the head rather than the top of the head. So the crown of the head with both hands if you can. All of this guilt. And inside of the eyebrows, again with both hands if you can, at the top of the nose. All of this sadness. And at the side of the eye, back a little bit so you're on the temple. All of this despair. And then under the eye, all of this urgency. Under your nose, I'm wondering what is the point. And then on your chin, in the dip where your chin dips, what is the point in trying? And then the collarbone points with both hands if you can, just where that bony bit is, just there. Is everything just too little? Too late? And then under your arm, where people who wear a bra would tap there. We're in code red. It feels like we are fucked. And on your wrist, we're in code red. Back to the crown of the head. I honour this guilt. your eyebrow points. It's okay to feel this sadness. Side of your eye. But I want to run away from all of this despair. Under your eye. All of this urgency. Under your nose. I'm in shock. Your chin point. I don't know what to do. Back on under your arm. We're fucked. And your wrist point. We've fucked it. And back to the side of your hand where your charty point is, and we're going to stay here for a few things. What if I could find another way to respond? Staying on the side of your hand, perhaps I could be open to a new way to respond. Side of your hand. What if there was another way to respond? Crown of your head. I need to take care of myself. The eyebrows, with all the things that need to be done. Side of your eye. I need to be around and be my best self to do them. Under your eye. Getting annoyed at myself for not doing more just is not effective. Under your nose. I've tried the being annoyed at myself. On your chin point. I'm doing the best I can. And if I feel I haven't done the best I can, collarbone point, then as I clear out this stress, underarm, then I can come from a place of calm. Wrist point, I need to do this for myself. Top of your head, I really need to do this for myself. Eyebrow, I choose to take care of myself. Side of your eye. How lovable I am is not dependent on how much I do. Under your eye. So I'm choosing to accept myself. Under nose. And as I do this for myself, the chin point, I can choose to relax in this very moment. Your collarbone point, just imagine relaxing in this very moment. And under your arm, I thank myself for showing up. And on your wrist point, taking care of the world starts with properly taking care of myself. And then just take a couple of deep breaths. Now I just want you to check in with your body and where it was you were feeling it before, and see if you can rate again that number from 1 to 10. Hopefully it's gone down, but tapping can shift things. So if it's gone up, do it again or get in touch. So I'm Michelle Cassar, and you can find me at michellecassar.com. I run a 6 weeks one-to-one environmental course where we can go a little bit deeper. But I do hope that this fairly quick tapping meditation has brought a little bit of calm in this moment. Like I was saying, we're not promising we're going to solve the world's problems. But hopefully if you and yourself can feel just a bit calmer, then we can go forth and create change from a calmer place. Thank you for sticking it out. I shall see